the 8th in a series of short videos showing how to do the geometric construction assignment at ADD 105. I'm going to take a look now at drawing hexagons. Again, AutoCAD has a command that will do that easily. It's the polygon command. It allows you to draw a six-sided figure of any kind. Distance across the flats requires you to circumscribe it around a circle. Distance across the points would cause you to inscribe it. But for the traditional construction techniques, we're going to do something a little bit different. First, I'm going to start by saying we need to do a hexagon. The distance across the flats is 3. So what I'm going to do is to start by drawing a circle that has a diameter of 3. So now what we need to do is to draw lines creating a hexagon. So I'm going to zoom in here like so. First thing I need to do is to locate some divisions. And I'm going to locate those divisions by doing this. Since the circle itself, you'll notice it goes from here to here. That's the circle we've drawn. Has a diameter of 3. That means it has a radius of 1.5. I'm going to draw a series of circles. And I'm going to start right at the top of that circle right there. And I'm going to draw a circle that has a radius of 1.5. What that means is that the top of this circle, which is its quadrant, is a certain distance from this one. I'm now going to draw another circle. In fact, before I do that, just make it a little easier. Let's put this on the object. So that's the one we're dividing up. I'm now going to draw another circle by going to this intersection right here. 1.5 as well. Another one here, 1.5 as well. Then we've got one at the bottom, like so. What I've done is I'm using this as though it were a compass, where I'm starting at the top, and then I'm just going down through so that the distance from here to there is 1.5 in a straight line. From here to here is 1.5 in a straight line. From here to here is 1.5 in a straight line. And what that allows me to do now is to draw a line that's from that intersection. I'm just going to kind of go out like so. I'm going to draw it across like that. Now I'm going to go down to my polar tracking. And what I want to do is set polar tracking up for 30 degrees. Because a hexagon is based on an angle of 60 degrees. So 30 gives me an option of drawing that. Now if I highlight this and kind of track off, you notice that I can track off here or here. Well, that angle right there is clearly tangent to my line. So I'm just going to overshoot it. If I draw a line that comes up through here like that, I'm going to draw another line at this intersection, again, at my 60 degrees. I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw a line right here. Same thing. I'm going to draw a line over here. Same thing. What I've done now is I've drawn a series of lines, and each of those lines represents an angle of 30 degrees. This one I didn't really draw long enough, so I'm going to just extend it so it comes down. Now if you can kind of see in that maze, we've got a hexagon that was created right here, using those circles as though we were drawing with a compass. If I use my trim command, and I'm just going to grab my straight lines now, use my trim command, now I can clean that up just like so, and I end up with a hexagon. Now again, this is a traditional technique using a compass. It's important from our point of view because it does help you understand how these things work. That first circle was really a construction circle. I changed it to a object line just so you could see it a little better. My actual object line now are these lines right there, and you'll notice that they form a perfect hexagon. I'm going to do one more of these, and I'm going to just go ahead and do it right now. And the other one I'm going to do is the distance across the points because it's even easier to do. Once again, I'll draw a construction circle. It has a diameter of 3. This time, using my polar tracking settings of 30 degrees, I'm simply going to draw a line that starts at the top of the circle. I can just highlight the center, go to the top, and what I'm going to do now is just go down to this intersection, go down to that intersection, go down to this one, and you notice with my polar tracking on, I'm getting the angle that I want automatically. Now I have a hexagon that is inscribed. The reason that this all works is because what you have with a hexagon is a 6-sided regular polygon. 6 goes into 360, 60 times, which means that you actually have 6 equilateral triangles. If they're equilateral triangles, that means the distance from that corner right there to the center of the circle defines the length of one leg of the triangle. If they're equilateral, it's the same as this one, which obviously it is because they're both radiuses. That also means that these are the same length as well. That's why the technique we used over here to locate those points works so well. Get done, change those to object lines.